Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, the richest man who's ever lived in the world. Amazon, his company, is one of the country's most valuable. But the company's tax payments are not keeping up with its great wealth. Okay, that's a profound understatement. Here's one example. Last year, Amazon made $5.6 billion in profit. They netted that. But they used tax credits and other benefits to avoid paying any federal income tax. Did you pay federal income tax last year? Oh, one of the biggest companies in the world paid none. Nevertheless, governments around this country, state and local, are racing to provide Amazon with even more perks and tax breaks as it looks to choose the site of its second headquarters, because masochism is very common among state government. Heather Zubarraga is a financial analyst and a very smart one, and she joins us tonight. Heather, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker.
So how does it work that one of the biggest companies in the world, an American company, pays no federal taxes?
Well, that's a good question. I think this is a nonpartisan issue. President Trump has stated that Amazon is a no-tax monopoly, right? Both Democrats and Republicans alike would say that we're in agreement with that statement, and that is not okay. Although they do pay state and local income taxes, they pay zero federal income tax.
Let me just correct one thing there. Actually, no. The New York Times today leapt to Amazon's defense, in effect, by saying, oh, that's not really true. I mean, they instinctively defended a company for paying no federal taxes. This is how upside down our world is. That's
unusual. I would expect most Democrats or a liberal newspaper or source to back to not back a big corporation paying zero federal income tax.
Yeah, you would think that, but it's a very liberal corporation, so maybe they see themselves as a lie.
So here's the reason why they get away with it. From the source's various tax breaks, right? They're saying that executive stock options are allowing them to pay zero federal income tax. Now, it's not illegal. These are tax loopholes. It's in our tax code, our current tax system, so they're taking advantage of that. But it doesn't seem right or fair. A company that raked in $175 billion last year. This just isn't right. I'm sure you paid more in federal taxes.
Well, I did, but also
Amazon.
I haven't put tens of thousands of people out of work like Amazon has. They've hired a lot, but they put many more out of work. They've destroyed many more businesses than they've created. Look, I get it. That's the nature of market capitalism, but they feel no obligation to give back at all to the federal treasury at all?
Well, what's worse is that they're able to grandfather in deferred taxes. So deferred taxes, those that they've delayed in the past, which is perfectly legal. Now they can have those taxed at the lower corporate tax rate effective January 1 of 21% versus 35% when the income and revenue was earned in the prior years, 2014, 2015. So, I mean, that's ridiculous. We would all love to resend our taxes, right? And let me pay my lower individual income rate now, because individual rates are now taxed at a lower bracket as are corporate rates. And that's just ludicrous. That shouldn't be allowed.
No, it shouldn't. And yet the default, and even, the president said this during the campaign, the default for people in businesses, well, it's allowed, therefore you got to do it. Well, it's also allowed to scream obscenities at your elderly parents, but it's wrong, and you shouldn't do it. No, but it's not illegal, okay? There are a lot of things that aren't illegal, but they're immoral. And so, does any company ever say, you know what, this is our nation, America, and we're going to give back a little bit, maybe? Do they ever say that?
Yeah, well, they should, and it gets worse, because at the state and local level, they're now offering tax incentives for Amazon to put their second headquarters in their town, and all that's a legitimate thing to want for your city, not at the expense of taxpayers.
Right, I agree. Now, Amazon, we reached out to them today, did not respond. One of the questions I wanted to ask, and I'll end on this, does that mean I still have to pay my federal taxes?
You do.
Do our viewers have to pay theirs?
Unfortunately, as the current tax code stands, we do, and that's just how it is.
Okay, so we do, but Jeff Bezos does. I just want to be totally clear. Heather, thank you for straightening it out for us. This is turning me into like a crazy person.